Good morning, welcome. Welcome to 5 Minute Feldy. On it's a nice sunny Friday morning here in Melbourne. So we'll continue our mini Feldenkrais movement lesson and continuing looking at the pelvis. So for this, get comfortable sitting. I suggest sitting in a chair with a firm base. Sit to the front of the chair. You can also do this lying down if you like, lying down with your knees bent up and your feet standing. So get comfortable, take an easy breath or two to settle yourself. And send your attention down to your pelvis. How is your pelvis sitting on the chair? Can you feel yourself sitting on your sit bones? And also get a sense of where your left leg joins your pelvis. There's a ball and socket joint there, so can you sense the left hip? And similarly on the other side, the right hip, can you sense the right hip joint where the right leg joins the pelvis? And by the way, have your feet flat on the floor, and could you very gently move your left knee a little bit side to side? Just a really easy, gentle move, just like the left knee moves out a little bit, left knee moves in a little bit. Your foot stays where it is. You're just gently tipping the knee out and in to feel a little movement in that ball and socket joint. Okay, pause and try the same thing with the other leg. Just gently move the knee side to side a little bit, keeping the foot resting on the floor, and feel a little bit of gentle movement in the hip joint. And then pause again. And now try moving both legs in a little bit and out a little bit. Just really light, just a soft movement. Feel this ease and fluidity in the hip joints. The knees move out a little bit and move in a little bit. Okay, and then leave that. Now let's go back to the pelvic rock that we've been doing in the last few videos, and that is that what can I show you there? That the pelvis rocks a little bit forwards and backwards. You're sort of on the sit bones, and you're sort of teetering on those sit bones, so the pelvis rolls forwards, your back arches a little bit, the pelvis rolls back, your back rounds a little bit. So gently roll the pelvis forwards and backwards like that and get a sense of, is there any movement in the legs? Do the legs change position in response to the pelvis rolling forwards and backwards? Okay, now stop. So let's try actually intentionally doing that. Could you roll the pelvis forwards and have the legs move apart? Roll the pelvis back and the legs move together. So when I say roll the pelvis forward, that's the top of the pelvis, the wings of the pelvis roll forwards and your legs move apart, and then roll the pelvis back and the legs move together. It's almost like the pelvis rolling forwards pushes the legs apart and the pelvis rolling back pulls them back together. So try that. Roll the pelvis forwards, arch your back a little bit, the belly bulges out, the legs move apart. Let the pelvis tilt back and draw the legs together a little bit. Just the legs move very softly and gently. Okay, pause and let's try it the other way around just for interest to see if, because you may have found that you were doing it the other way around. So let's see. Could you roll your pelvis forwards and have the legs come together and roll the pelvis back and have the legs move apart? Nice and easy. See what that's like. Does that feel natural to you or unnatural? But make it familiar anyway. So as I say, roll the pelvis backwards, the legs move apart, roll the pelvis forwards, the legs move together. Okay, then stop and rest. Now let's try something tricky. Could you move the legs in and out lightly and quickly? Start doing that, just lightly and quickly. The knees move in and out. And then slowly roll the pelvis forwards and backwards. So you do multiple movements of the legs, for one slow, steady movement of the pelvis forward and moving the pelvis back. See if you can try that. That'll feel a bit funny. You might like to continue after the video to try and practice that. Let's see if you can. Lightly, quickly, knees in and out, soft legs, and the pelvis slowly rolling forwards and backwards. Stop that, have a rest, and now simply roll the pelvis slowly forwards and backwards, and just whatever happens, let the legs do whatever they want to do. See how the legs do, how do the legs move. Then pause and simply move one knee a little bit side to side. Feel how that leg's going. Move the other knee a little bit side to side. Then both in and out, just very gently. Come back to a very soft movement, and then gradually make that smaller, smaller, come to a stop. Rest, and that'll do. Pause there. And after this, you might like to stand up and walk around and feel your pelvis and feel your legs. But anyway, that'll do for today. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your weekend, and hope to see you again soon. In the meantime, please stay safe, keep moving, and